So Gary, Informetric reports Timaru District as being incredibly diverse. So our diversity index is 245 compared to the 66 other territorial authorities in New Zealand, which sit at 489. So what I want to have a chat to you about today is the business, I suppose, that you guys have built over generations.
Yeah.
You're incredibly diverse. Your business sits within 3 of our high-performing categories within our district, which are agriculture is number 1, manufacturing and construction. So can you talk to us a little bit about how that diversity evolved and why it's important?
I suppose how it evolved was the company's been running 90 years, so it's evolved with markets and things that have happened within New Zealand and looked at opportunities and then gone for it with the opportunities. And of course, we're very lucky that we've built up a lot of equipment over the period that lets us do those different things. So it's not all used at one time, but over a period of time it gets used for the different tasks that we do. So whether it's manufacturing our silos for the agricultural sector or assembling silos like we're doing currently in Christchurch, or manufacturing structural steel for buildings, for whatever, or even doing our roofing and cladding, all those different things sort of keep us in those markets, staying strong, but we've got to have all the gear to do it. So.
Perfect. And so have they always been intrinsic to your business, or did they sort of follow across time?
They sort of evolved, but the Cosgroves, before I bought the business, kept buying the gear that kept them in front. So, and we've sort of kept doing the same thing. A lot of the processes haven't changed so much now, but we've got good equipment for doing those tasks, and it generates money, so that's good.
Which goes back to key things, I guess, that we're seeing that is driving growth and productivity is through innovation, technology.
Yep.
Would that be right to say?
Yeah, it does. Some of it we rely on other markets being strong, like the dairy sector have had a good couple of years, so they're spending well out there. So we get run off from that with our silos, where they're expanding their milking sheds and doing bits and pieces. So we're a supplier into that market, and we're the only New Zealand manufacturer of those silos. So we do well from that side of it as well, and we appreciate the support that we get from the farming community.
Yeah, perfect. So I guess if we look back at the past financial year, agriculture has had a stunner of a year, so it is leading growth in our district, whereas manufacturing and construction have been soft, I suppose. Have you seen that, or you don't see it because of the...
we have seen that because we haven't done so much in our structural steel side of the business. We haven't been chasing that sort of work, but it is out there. But we've been very busy doing the silos, so that's our core business, so we stick to that first. And if that's quiet, and some years it can be, that's when we chase other work, but we've got to have those resources to be able to do that, and we do have that. So,
Perfect. Which is how it sets you up to be resilient, and doesn't it? Because if one market's down, then you're able to then flex and change to the other.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So the last question I've got for you is, what makes Timaru District a great place to do business? What do you think?
I think it's the way that everybody works together and supports each other in business, and it's the realness of business where you're actually dealing with the humans and actually communicating with them and doing good business with them, where you go out of some of the regions and do business with some of the cities, and it's totally different. There's contracts this thick for a $10,000 job, where we'll sell $100,000 worth of equipment to a farmer on a quote, a single page quote. So the whole way that you do business in the rural areas and provincial towns, I believe, is different, and it's built a lot on trust and goodwill, and we deliver. So that's your brand, really.
That's great. I'm pleased that you said that, because we write it. So when we're saying to people, you should come to Timaru because, and we write that, it's really hard to actually put examples behind that and to have some truth to it. So anybody can write that, but actually to have a business person stand up and say, this is actually why, is really awesome. So thank you so much for your time.